Hi there, my name is Ale. Welcome to my channel, and we've got new house. Welcome to my new soap opera episode, and we're gonna continue our daily routine activities. I came back from work. I'm gonna work tomorrow again, but now I can keep relaxing and just clean up something around the house. Actually, in this video, we're gonna observe how we have been entertaining last weekend. And we're gonna continue next weekend too. We have been redecorating our hallway. So, but right now what I'm gonna do is to clean something that have never been cleaned before. The doors, right? The doors, even the doors, they could have been dirty. I don't know how. Oh, you know, sometimes people never clean anything around them. Don't know. So let's see what we have at the beginning, and then we'll see the final process. And after the cleaning, we're gonna go and put on some wallpapers, because painting is boring. I don't like the result, and wallpapers is what we've been having for all my life. And they are way nicer, and actually they're faster to use, and they're just more expensive for some reason here in the USA, but still better price in some occasions. Let's go see. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button, and if you have anything to say, positive I hope, go ahead and say something in the comment section. And yeah, if you have any recommendations on what we should do next, you are very welcome to do so. There is a bird. Oh, cool. Okay, let's go. So the door, the door has some, it's not dirt, it's, oh, I don't know the word in English. So it's been scratched a little bit because there had been a dog with the previous owners. Why do you keep a dog inside the house if you cannot control it? Maybe just the door was old. So we have a lot of troubles and some scratches around the house, which we had been pasted. Paste. So my husband put some paste on it, and that's the dirt. That's the dirt, and here is dirt too. Yeah, it's nasty. Yeah, we're gonna clean it up. Yeah, right. So that's all our work to do. Is there anything on the top? Okay, the top is just dusty. There are some spider webs. Nothing much. Okay, let's go do it. No, the glass is not dirty. There is just a sticker, so the glass cannot be seen through. In the next episode, we're gonna take these stickers, peel them off, because I don't like it. I mean, I don't see anything what is inside, but I don't care that somebody will look at me. I don't care. They will not, because I'm gonna put some trees in my garden. Yeah, that's my garden, and there will be trees. I don't care about the people looking at me. Yeah, there will be some trees. Maybe a peach tree. There will be a peach tree. There is already an apple tree which we had planted, and there will be some more trees. Food growing trees. Okay, let's go again. Let's go ahead and start. I have some limits of instruments. I've got a toothbrush. I do have a regular brush, but I've lost it. I mean, there is some, it's somewhere, it exists. I remember using it before, but now it's gone. It's been probably too much scared of me using it way too much. And it has never been prepared emotionally to be used, overused. And yeah, I'm using the bleach because why not? Oh, yes, good. I do have one glove to protect my skin. I don't like gloves, but yeah, okay, it's washable. It's actually, I don't need a brush. Okay, the brush makes it easier because you don't need to, apply that much power and energy for cleaning stuff. Okay, there is dust, but it's probably construction dust because we've been. What we were doing? My husband has polished sand off floors, sanded yeah, he sanded the floors. He hasn't really sanded floors because we don't have the special equipment, but he polished. I used the polishing equipment for taking the varnish off from the floor, because the floor is wooden and it had been varnished before many years ago, but it really needed to be refreshed a little bit. So he just used the polishing something tool and took it off. And probably that's why it's all dusty, but I remember cleaning it before. Okay, there we go. Nah, I need more. There we go. Come on, seriously. That's exercising. It's somebody. That's a spider net. Okay, don't fall on me. Is it plastic? It's plastic. You can put plastic outside. It's plastic, really. Oh my. It looks like wood, but it's plastic. Has it been painted? It looks like it has been painted. That's a weird idea, to paint plastic outside. First to put plastic outside, second to paint it. Really weird. That's cables. What's the cable for? Ah, that's electricity. Okay. That's how electricity comes. The electricity is supposed to be coming through the meter. It's illegal electricity. I know, yeah. I need my brush because I cannot reach it. Oh, I can. Oh, I need to take a chair. That is a good idea, which is coming too late. Okay, I'll get it later. Tuck the top of the door. Oh, wow. Up. Exercise. Oh my. That's too much. Так. There we go. There you go. Meh. Oh, yeah. Okay, now we're at the bottom of the door. That part. Nothing. Oh, you. It's a little fur. Oh my. Hey, let me in. Okay. Alright. Looks like we're done, though it's not perfect yet. It will never be perfect because it's an old house, and I think that it will have to be replaced, but not soon, because to replace the thing, the wooden thing, we'll have to replace the whole door, and yeah, that's not an emergency. Let's just have a look what we've got at the result. Okay. Does it look any cleaner or not? It's not exactly perfectly clean. Yeah, it's, I don't know, feels like it's rotten. But it's old wood, it's been rotten here. There was fur inside there. Yeah, we'll have to paint it, but at least now it's clean. Okay then.
And welcome to my channel. So in this video we are going on with our reparation in our house. So we've got a long hallway which is about 5 meters long. I will do the calculation later. So that's 5 meters long hallway. That's the way how we got it in our house, and now we plan to put wallpapers on it. We don't want to paint it. We painted the other side of it because it has a lot of doors, so it's more complicated with the wallpapers. But this part is just long hallway, just 5 meters long. So we're gonna put wallpapers. Sign up, hit the like button and watch it.
So I googled 5 meters is 16 feet and almost 5 inches long. So that's the length of our hallway. But first of all, I just put the wallpapers on the on the floor to figure out the pictures, like to match the pictures and to understand which picture is going to be, I mean, which part of the wallpaper is going to be first to be installed. Alright. I didn't really have to match the pictures because that's a mural wallpaper. What I tried to do here is to cut the length, because not the length, the heights, because the length of my wallpaper is 2.5 meters plus 2.5 meters, which is together 5 meters, which is in feet. I forgot already. 16 feet with almost 5 inches. But I needed to cut the heights off. While I'm doing all of this, my husband is preparing the wall for these wallpapers, because there are some things, I don't know, gas counter, not the gas counter, the thing which can prevent you from being dead due to the CO2 gas. Doorbell. Yes, doorbell which rings the door, but it's not ringing because it's not connected to anything. We checked. There are no buttons outside my doors. There are new buttons. The previous owners installed a new doorbell, and it's like electronic or something, so it just rings somewhere differently. This thing was old and it did not get connected to anything, so we just needed to uninstall it. Yes, uninstall, because we are not going to put it back. So now it's just sitting on the shelf. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it later. So the next step, I'm trying to cut the heights off. So I know that the heights of my ceiling is about 2 meters. Hold on, 2 meters 45 centimeters. But all right, so I needed to cut it shorter. I needed to cut it, and that's what I'm doing. So I tried to use the laser meter because I thought that it might give me the line which I could have used to cut, but it does not. It just makes a line on the wall, not on the floor. So I just moved with my ruler, and there we go. The next step. What we do now, we're gonna cut the wallpaper because it's too long. It's 1 meter 60 centimeters by 250, which is not my size, which I need. I needed 146 centimeters by 5 meters. Okay, let's go. So here we're gonna put the beginning somewhere there. 147. Mm-hmm. 147, and I make a mark. Yeah, we get 1 centimeter extra, just for no reason. Do I really want 1 centimeter, or do I want to cut it precisely? Okay, let's make it 1 centimeter. 47. Is that 1 centimeter? Okay, extra. Then remove it. 147. 147. So we moved it. We made another mark. Okay, and move it again. Why do I need 3 marks? Because I don't have a ruler which will be long enough to make the line. Okay, so I've got the last measurement here. 147. Okay, make the last 3rd mark. And now we have the ruler. And I don't see my marks. Oh, okay, there we go, found them. It's not exactly the ruler, it's a... Okay, whatever.
Заработал? Данил? Заработал?
And we just make the line. Move it again.
Alrighty. And now we gotta cut it.
Заработал.
We still continue cutting them. So first I cut the top part, which was still a picture, but I didn't need it. And then the bottom part, they just had the line there for, I don't know, for some technical purposes. Maybe that's just printer, so whatever. So I needed to cut it off too. And there is no real measurements for that, so I just cut it off. Interesting, how did I measure? Did I measure it with this line? Okay, it still worked well. Really, it worked fine. My calculations were correct. We just got these wallpapers perfectly fine, and it's gonna be on the next step. So the next step is cleaning the floor and applying them. I would have called it glue, but the can says that it's an adhesive, wallpaper adhesive. Alrighty. So I bought 1 gallon for the lightweight wallpapers and middleweight, because the ones which we bought are not really heavy, though I have another wallpaper set for the other room and it says that it will require heavy. I forgot what I was saying. So that's gonna be the adhesive for the heavy wallpapers. So just be careful with it. That's really different types of wallpaper adhesive which I had been using before, because before we always used to buy like a powder, not a powder, so some kind of powder in a box which you needed to mix. Oh, we called it clayster. Yeah, oh yeah. So we just mixed it with water, with warm water exactly. And you needed to be precise in your measurements to make it like nicely done. This adhesive looks like regular glue for school works, and it smells the same way, like it's glue for everything that you can get everything connected. Like the name of it is really funny. I would say hello to all Romans who I know. I don't know who was the company founder, but he did it well. Roman, hello. Maybe it's Roman, like Roman Empire, or maybe whatever, Roman countries. Roman, Latin, no, that would be in Latin speaking countries. So, no matter. Roman, I would say Roman, it's a name. Okay, so applying the glue is not really difficult. You just need to have a brush, which is the easiest way to apply it. I could have used a sponge, but sponge consumes a lot of glue in itself, so then you will just waste the whole bunch of glue in it. And with a brush you just put the even layer all around the paper, and be careful about your edge, yeah, because again the only thing which is difficult with wallpapers is that they can be unsticking from the edges, so you just need to have an extra layer of glue, or just put the last. So you normally put the glue, or apply the glue to the middle part, and then you just spread everything around, and you put extra glue on the sides or on the edges. Again, not extra, not too much, because if you put too much you will have to like push it on, so that it will be messy. Just a really thin layer of glue will be okay. It's a boring procedure to observe, as I think. It's just something that you do. Carefully applying it, spreading it all over. With my previous experience, we would have been looking at the, what do you call them? When you make porridge, there are just some pieces of porridge which don't get dissolved. It's the same with the glue which you mix up, like when you had the powder, and you mix this powder with water, then you have some even texture, but at the same time there can be some pieces of undissolved glue, and these pieces might be trouble for your future implementations. But in this situation it's just even layer, nothing interesting, like Just easy peasy job. Absolutely boring for lazy people. So I just put some extra on them. I would have said measurement cut, but we just bought this thing. It's comfortable for painting, for other things. It's just wherever you go to the repair store, do DIY stores, you will buy a lot of extra stuff due to recommendations. Or you can do it online, and online they will recommend you to that you need this and this, because while I was buying new wallpapers, the recommended list has the whole bunch of accessories which I had never used in my life, and I don't really know how I'm gonna use them, so I didn't buy them. There are some sticks and some plastic things which kinda make the wallpaper application process easier. They don't. Whatever process you have in your imagination, you just use it. So the next step is we are going to put them on the wall. So we are together. So the easiest way is to do it together with two people. One person catches the wallpapers and implements them to them, or attaches them to the top part. If it's not the ceiling, because sometimes we normally put it to the ceiling, but sometimes people have the border, like the line between the ceiling and the top part of the wallpaper. So again, then you will need to make a line so that it would be visible for you. And then you just apply this wallpaper, stick it there, and then try to level it up. The first wallpaper is usually... Well, the thing is that we already measured our walls, and we know that they are strictly vertical. If you live in a house which hadn't been built properly, like without any measurements, or if it's like crooked a little bit, and the walls are not strictly straight, not vertical, then it can be a problem. Yeah, really, that's the only thing which is difficult with wallpapers. If you have not say crooked walls, but something uneven. When the surface is uneven, when there are bumps. With the bumps everything is complicated, but when the wall is not strictly vertical, as I said, then the wallpaper process is complicated. Again, you just need to have your initial tools to make the straight line, like make some measurements, put the line on the wall where it's strictly vertical, and then use this 0 point. And then everything will be easier. In our situation it was simple because again everything is straight and normal. Okay, so after we finished the first set of 3 pieces, I continued the same way. So first I put them straight on the floor so I could understand where my picture is. Where is the beginning of the picture, where is the middle part, and where is the end of it. And then just at this point not mess up because you need to understand which of the pictures will be on the right, on the left. So what do you start with?
Okay, we've got 3 papers and now we've got a picture, so we wanna turn it around. Так, and I'm gonna put the glue on it. We've got the glue, the wallpaper glue, wallpaper border adhesive, Pro, universal, 1 gallon, whatever, 4 liters. Так, the easier way is going this way. Zim, 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 zim. Zim, 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 zim. Okay. Let's see, good enough. Так, where is my top? That's bottom, that's top. Так, and we go from the center to the borders. Okay, from the Sector 2 in the folder, spread the glue around. Is that glue? Called glue? Brand adhesive. So it's not glue, it's adhesive. Alrighty. Me. Mm-hmm.
I used to remember there was some type
Ready.
of glue which had some color on it. Like this way it was easier for you to observe and see that you really applied the glue everywhere in the even layer. Because when it doesn't have any colors, you really don't see it. You just need to look from the side the way I did it. So you just lay down on the floor and see, okay, it's all glittering everywhere, so it's all wet, and then you understand that it's there. You put the glue properly everywhere. Alright, and we continue with the next layer. Yeah, I didn't really film all of the process. I had some extra video settings which I didn't really use because, again, that's too much of it. It's boring. So that's already the fifth. Yeah, that's our fourth part of the wallpaper. So we finished the first set and we started the next. So that's already the middle of the hallway. All the same way, we get them attached to the previous picture. If you need to, again, match the pictures, then one person holds the wallpaper on the top without sticking it to the wall. And the second person tries to match the pictures on the side. Match the picture, and after it, you just get the attachment to the wall without touching it before. So first you match the pictures, and then connect the wallpapers, and then slowly, piece by piece, you start connecting it again without a really firm touch. And then you just smoothly remove the glue from the bottom of the wallpaper, because sometimes you put extra glue. Like in this situation, my husband is using the roller, the same roller which you use to paint the walls. That's not a really comfortable size. It could have been bigger. With a bigger roller, it's usually simpler. And I use just a piece of fabric, some soft cloth, because when you push the wallpapers, sometimes there is air bubbles under the wallpaper. You want to push them out. So starting from the middle of the wallpaper, you push them out, and at the same time you can adjust the wallpapers how they are sitting. So again, maybe move them upwards, maybe downwards, again putting them closer to each other, because sometimes you put them and then while you're removing all these air bubbles, and maybe glue bubbles. Maybe there are too much glue at some points, and then you push it all because you really smoothly, but you push all this glue out from the, and then remove everything, remove extras. That's why we are rubbing them. That's a massage for the wall. Right. Kind of exercising process, stretching in the morning. And try not to rub very hard, because this way you can harm the surface of the wallpaper. Again, depending on what type you have. You've got some silky touch wallpapers, and there can be just simple something, the cheapest ones, and if you rub them too hard, you can really harm the surface of the paper. You don't want to ruin your picture. So what do I do now? Again, at some point you can notice that there is not enough glue on the sides, maybe in the corner, because first it dries out fast, and then you need to apply some more, because you don't really want your corners to be dried out and then starting to roll off and stick from your wall. Quite monotonous process, but it's just breathe it out and start feeling the room. In my opinion, it's easier than painting the walls, because with the painting you had to use a lot of efforts, because we were painting with a sprayer, and with a sprayer you really have to hold it, and this sprayer is heavy at the beginning. It's like a literal liquid, and you need to hold this liquid most parts somewhere up, because it's heavy. And then it's a time-consuming process, because with wallpapers it took us about 3 hours altogether, with cutting, with putting glue on, and then with attaching it, with adjustments, with all the things. So we just really spent about 3 hours. And painting the walls took us longer. First what you do? Because again, painting can be connected with a lot of dirt. That's your clothes become dirty, becomes really colorful, your hair, your hands, everything. So you either need to have extra clothes on you, like gloves, masks and everything, or just, and by the way, even if you paint something, you need to cover the other things all around. Like if I paint one part of the wall and I don't want to paint the ceiling, I need to cover the ceiling. And I want to cover the floor, because the floor becomes dirty, and then it's extra cleaning if I do not cover. If you're interested where my husband is, he is just reinstalling something. The ventilation system. He just bought something, I guess Amazon, I don't know really where. He got all of them new, and we now need to clean the ventilation system, because it's dusty. It's never been cleaned. I'm sure it's never been cleaned. I know there are special services which can clean your, ventilation and heating system, whatever. I need to find them. I just seen advertisements maybe 2 months ago, 3 months ago somewhere, and I didn't write down the address and other contacts information. But I really need to clean this. We already cleaned our gutters, half of them. There is no video implemented, because my husband did it without me at home. So there is no video to be coming soon about that. But we really need to call somebody to clean that system inside, because that's special. I guess it's a special equipment necessary. And I've never been familiar with this type of heating system, because in Russia and all post-USSR countries, they use a water system. So they have batteries. And now I'm curious, what do we call them? We call them batteries, but they're not really batteries. So, okay, you have something in the room, and with the tubes, and in these tubes there are, I've seen them on pictures. There are some similar systems in the north part of the USA. So if you live in the north, you've probably seen it. If not, you're welcome to watch some videos somewhere else. I don't have them. I do have a video of my previous house where we lived in Russia. I will put it later on the channel when I find it. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm rolling this thing, not really tight. You just put it, push it, and then you really, I'm not sure that you can see it through the camera, but I see it with my eyes that there are some like bubbles. What is in the bubble is none of your business. It can be just air, bubble air, because you put the sticker on the wall and there is something. Or maybe just really glue. So wherever it is, you want it out, because if there is air bubble, so it will cause your wallpaper to unstick from the wall after a while, and you don't want it. You want it to be properly stuck. And so you just push everything out. And at the same time, you can adjust better how the one piece of wallpaper gets connected to the other. And the final thing, we settle back all our switches and sockets. Electricity is back together. All right, and now it's time to see what the final result have we got. So that's the hallway which we could have had, yeah, if we had just painted it. Still nice, you're right. And okay, let's switch the light on. And that's our hallway with a wallpaper on it. The bear, little bear, the other little bear. Yep. So it's still nice. It's more pricey, I would have said, but at the same time, it's less time consuming. Painting the whole wall takes a lot of time because you need to have several layers. It's a lot of dust around you, and that's I don't know, health issues maybe, while you breathe with all this stuff. And wallpapers are cleaner, and we have finished all this hallway within about like 3 hours. I really didn't put the clock on time, but yeah, it's been just less than 3 hours, because after it I went to work and we still had time for everything else. All right, so what do you think? Which is better, wallpaper or painting?